The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The run inside. It's Richard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. To throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Catch in the middle, it's shot. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw again. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the move, it's Martin. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum.
It's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. It's complete on the right side. Oh, what a cut! At the 35, he's open. Powers through. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, 1st down here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On the ground, it's Martin. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it to him on the screen. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Dead center perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. But you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Stepping to the right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They want to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. There he goes. Open it up. Just keeps moving. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air, it's back. Here's the pressure. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Richard. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Swings it out to his running back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
If you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Beebe. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Oh, they're after him. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Sowell. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Caught in the backfield, it's Richard. Breaks into the open.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on 1st down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
The Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Wallace. At the 35, he's got room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Defense in press coverage. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. and they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass, it's Beck. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Penn State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point is good. And here's the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He wants to go deep. Makes a grab for a big play. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, Week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Syracuse taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Orange coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. Snaps it in the shotgun. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Catches it cleanly at the 20.
And the Penn State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hansen. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the counter. Find some fresh air. Maybe some room here. The 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wallace. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wallace. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. He rifles one deep to the left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick strike complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Marsh.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. And that's a great start to this second half.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position. Salt this clock away and get a W.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. On the run, it's Hansen. There's a crease. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Still looking on the move. And he'll just get rid of that one. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right up. There he goes. Shakes off the defender. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Marches ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Powell, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Sweeney. This is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter and keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. Just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Flips it out in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The run inside. It's Davidson. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Peterson
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him. But nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone. And I love when you can run the football as you get close to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
They'll go right back to it. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got it, looking for a first.
Man, how nice is it to have that kind of a weapon? On 3rd down, I can throw it short of the sticks, and the big fella can catch the football, break a tackle, get upfield, be big and strong, and convert that 3rd down.
The option, he'll keep it. And he'll be hit immediately, no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. Clemson is quick to the line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Number 81, set to
Coming out with it, it's Graham. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Got his man on the right. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Man, and what a rough start for this quarterback. Already throwing one interception, throwing another ball in harm's way. They got to find a way to settle him down a little bit, maybe give him some easier throws because his decision-making so far has not been good.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Fourth down.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The Tigers will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Going to look downfield again. Complete to the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops. Clemson jumps to the line. Trying to run, it's Johnson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Tigers!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barres. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Running inside, it's Walton. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Clemson calls its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll be third and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. On target over the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Wants to throw. It's Reynolds. Touchdown, Tigers! Right on the money. He makes the grab in the end zone.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle.
Number 81 set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Perez. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Using his legs, it's Walton. Picks up the first down. Flying out to the left. He's at the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sends it back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Reynolds. Throws it deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Turns it on at midfield. He's loose down the middle. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Makes the catch. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Carr rushes on him. A lot of defenders around on that screen. Snowed under by the defense. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. On the move to the left. Pressure in his face and he lets it fly.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Hurricanes in this battle to get to 9-0. And if they figure out a way to pull it out, look out. 8 games, 8 wins. It's been a remarkable run so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Notre Dame! takes matters into its own hands. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions a game.
He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Tigers in the hurry-up.
Man, I just love how tight ends are used nowadays. They don't just line him up on the line anymore and say, go play ball. Move him all over the field. He can catch the football. He's a matchup nightmare. Continue to exploit him. Continue to move him around.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field because now you can...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying to hit the sideline on the right.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sacks? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
He wants to change this route. On third down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. Third down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Throwing, Carr, looking deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now, and they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions.
Looking for a huge play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago, because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on 4th.
A shot toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Johnson. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Reynolds.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy that, remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Walton. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the point after is good. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying to turn the corner on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel. Gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the wideout. Here's Carr to throw. He's got the tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Running inside. It's Graham. Could be an alley. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Irish. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Davidson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the into the secondary on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run. And
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense picks it up. Speeding down the left side. The 10. Cut. Bounces over the top.
And that is a defensive line. Dream. Ball on the ground, pick it up, make some moves, take it all the way to the house. Palmer, I did think he was going to run out of oxygen, though.
Yeah, David, I don't know if that guy's ever run that far in his life. They're going to have to get him some oxygen on the sideline soon because he's got to go back on the field right away.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Strong, firm tackle.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The keeper on the option. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. The toss to the outside. Maybe a crease. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And they tacked on the extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
Set to advance on the football.
Coming out with it, it's Barres. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. this drive comes from the 14-yard line. On the option. Finds a little space. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Got a little grass. The 30. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Haynes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The run inside. It's Haynes. Open space at the 25. Turns it on down the left side. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that.
Number 81, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Barres. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to add another. Oh, and they blocked it.
That keeps the score. Notre Dame, 79. Clemson, 35.
He'll bring it out. It's Haynes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Running inside, it's Haynes. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again.